Hey guys, Chris, Ironhead Garage. Yeah, it's been a while. Well, I just had the old Model 8 out ripping around town. Still doing a little tuning on her. Maybe one day I'll get a different carburetor and maybe make it run a little better. But I've been busy doing a lot of stuff. I had to change the brakes on my wife's car and the rotors. And my little S10 truck, I had to change the spider injection. If you guys ever seen one of these, yeah, they're not very fun to change. So I bought a new spider. This one was rebuilt and it lasted about a year and a half or so. So I went ahead and got a new spider, put it on there, and went ahead and changed the intake manifold gaskets because I'm not sure if they ever been changed. So I've been doing that. Been working on this old GMC a little bit here and there, as much as I can. But I got a bunch of it together. Got the backing plates all hammered out flat and painted up. And I did get the bump stops in the bottom. And I got my rotors painted, the outside of them. Not where the brake shoe rubs, obviously, but got the inside painted so it won't rust up. And I'll paint this edge here too once I get it on there and I can spin them. But I got wheel bearings I need to put in. And this is that stuff I was using here. Duplicolor caliper paint. It's ceramic. Yeah, this can has done my old International truck brake rotors, the brake calipers, the ones on my 55, and I still got about a half a can left. So I think I'm going to paint those calipers too so they don't rust up. I went and got new dust caps for the rotors. Mine were all beat to hell. I could have fixed one of them, but the other one was full of rust from that other subframe. But yeah, she's coming along. So it's winter time, but the sun is shining today. It's supposed to be around 75 degrees. It's been getting cool at night lately, but not sure if I'm gonna make it before winter with this old truck, but that's all right. Can work on it all through the winter. I work on this old Model 8 during the winter too, and store the old 55 away for safekeepings. I think I'll keep it out of the garage this winter, but yes, this little coupe sure is fun to rip around town. Yeah, I got to throw it out of the show. The other day, you guys seen me and Dan, my buddy Dwayne, parked out there on the front on the curb. Yeah, I pulled in there and can't hear in this little coupe. So I guess the guy told me where to park. I cruised by him, looked at him, eye to eye, never said nothing to him. And this, yeah, you know who he is. He kicked me out of my hometown show. Just hilarious. So the three little outlaw coupes were sitting outside on the curb. I think I'll park out there every year from now on. We'll see how many more my buddies do. But yeah, boy's gonna ruin it for himself. But that's alright. He ain't no real gearhead anyway. Just a poser boy. But anyway, that's my little rant. So I think I'm gonna pack these wheel bearings, get these rotors on, and maybe paint them calipers. Alright guys, back on it. Alright, well, I got the rotors on. Got them all painted up in the center there. Yeah, it's way nicer. Got the wheels bearings packed. Got the caps on this side too. Paint looks pretty decent. Took my idler arm off, my new one, and sprayed some of that black satin on it. That rust stop there. Got my calipers painted. They came out pretty slick. So, get them calipers loaded up and bolt them on here. Alright. Watching Kenny Bernstein. Yeah. Whooping butt and taking names. Man, he's a legend. So, I got my calipers all painted up. They came out nice. Got the brake shoes in there. So I got the wheel bearings torqued down. The rotor spin good. Got this side on, all painted up. So calipers are done. So I started doing the tie rod ends, and this is the tie rod they gave me. See, it's got a cotter pin hole in there. Well, I put this tie rod in, I torqued it down to 35 pounds, and as you can see, there's a hole for the cotter pin. Yeah, so the castle nut does not go that low. You'll never be able to get a cotter pin in there. So I messaged the guys who I got this kit from, and they said they got a solution. This ain't the right tie rod for these spindles. So they sent me new tie rod ends, a left and a right. Well, I guess they're both the same, but driver's and passenger side. And as you can see, the shank on it, the stud is a lot, goes up higher, I guess you'd say. And the cotter pin hole is up at the top of the threads where it's supposed to be. And if you actually see this, the taper stops right here. So a lot of that thread would be inside of the spindle there and not being compressed like this full shank one. So I did try these, and these are the right ones. And actually they're a little bit more beefier. They're just a little bit shorter. I'd say 1/4 inch on the threads, but they just look way stouter. As you can see, the knuckle on there. So I painted these up. I tried them first. I haven't torqued them in there though, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So I'll press that in there, and then I got the castle nut right here. Put this guy on just finger tight. And you can see once I go to tighten it down, I'll be able to get that that cotter pin in there and lock her down like she's supposed to. So that was a setback. Had to wait a week or so for these. That's why this video is taking so long to get out. I've been waiting for parts. So, and actually it came with these sleeves here, you know, to put on to adjust your toe in and your toe out for your other tie rod here in here on the center link. And these are just smooth, so the only way to adjust these, like at the front end shop where they tune your alignment in, is to put a pipe wrench on here, and it's just going to scratch them all to hell. So I painted up my old ones, and these take a 7/8 wrench, and they'll be way better. So I got these painted, and I painted all the original hardware, the clamps for them, painted the nuts and the bolts, and these are original Firebird, so they're nice and strong. I even painted the little doodads here for the lower shock. They go up in the A-arms and you bolt your shock to it. I haven't got shocks yet. So now I can put the front end together, or at least the steering, and try to line everything up. So I got my sway bar all painted, and when I ordered this front end kit, they wanted to know what sway bar you got, so I ordered 1.25 inch. They gave me these ones, and they're just the rubber ones. They're not polyurethane, but I never had the brackets to mount the bushing in, so I ordered these brackets here, the heavy duty ones. Well, as you can tell, they're not tall enough. When you go to tighten it down, you'd have that big gap there, and these brackets here would not go tight to the bottom of the frame, so you can see. So that was another setback. So that was a bummer. So I said, well, I'll just order some 1.25 inch new sway bar mounting brackets and bushings. So I ordered some polyurethane ones. And that's these ones here. They got a grease fitting. Comes through the mounting bracket, so you can squirt grease up into that sway bar so it don't rust up. Well, here's another setback. As soon as I open them, they're 1.125 inch. Yeah, they won't fit my 1.25 inch sway bar. So what a bummer. So I messaged these guys, and they're going to send me, actually they're on the way now, they're going to send me 1.25" bushings that supposedly fit right into these mounting brackets. I asked the guy, I said, I hope you tried them. He goes, trust me, they will fit. So I'm waiting on these bushings to hook my sway bar up. Then my front end will be complete finally. I still got to get shocks. Well, not almost complete. I still got to get front shocks. And the rubber hose is coming off the calipers. And then do my hard lines up to the rubber hoses. But I want to get those hoses before I do the hard lines. So been a little setback here and a setback there, but I'm getting it. A lot of work doing all this front end stuff, but it's coming together. I wish it was done by now, and I wish those parts were correct in the first place, but you know, sometimes that's the way she goes when you're building something. But I'm getting it. We'll get this old truck on the road one of these days. Probably springtime now. I think fall is here. Getting cooler outside, but it's actually dark outside now. I'm over here in the shop. There's the old Model A. My buddy Dan. I'll give my buddy Dan a shout out. He gave me these V8 emblems for my 55 Chevy. Yeah, he's got a 55 gasser wagon. And he bought brand new ones for his, or really nice ones he has. So he gave me his old ones. That's pretty cool. I just got to drill my body and put these on. But as you can see, they got a little bit of patina on them. A little bit of blistering, but you know, my old 55 Chevy gasser, it ain't perfect. And I think they're going to fit just fine on there. Pretty cool. Dan, thank you. I appreciate you a lot, man. That's too cool. So, we might go over, I might go over Daniel's house, and he's got a 70 Roadrunner. Yeah, we're going to stab a Hemi in there, so that'll be cool. Looking forward to helping you out, Dan. It's going to be awesome, man, to see that Roadrunner with that Hemi. Big old tunnel ram coming out of it with dual quads on it. Yeah, not too many Roadrunners got Hemis in them, but my buddy Dan's will. Pretty cool. Maybe we'll show something of that. Show that engine in that car or something. Give you guys a little peek of it. If Dano don't mind. I don't think he will. Alright guys, well, I'm going to wait for them sway bar bushings and get this front end together. Do some more to her. She's kind of gleaming with that light on there. Well, we appreciate you. Guys, take care. We'll see you next time. Watching the old drags.